All right, shalom, shalom. Hey, first and foremost, I want to start by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekah Kwadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who I learned this truth from, who teach and rule well, teaching 100% truth. Peace, love, blessings, salutations to the sincere Akim and Akwaf that are listening in on this truth, pushing in this truth, trying to make their calling of election sure. And shalom to the brothers that's pushing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth. And shalom to the hopeful elect. May the calling of election be upon our homes. All right, shalom. Hey, I'm the brother Cornwall from the GMS Columbus, Georgia camp. It's coming back at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And real quick, I just want to go in, on this particular topic, which in a minute I'm going to explain why I named it this. But I titled this lesson, This is why, or it should be, This is why. Let me change that. Put this. This is why apostles say, it's a lot. Yep, this is why apostles say stay out of these nightclubs. Got a lot of typo errors here, forgive me. Yep, but that's the lesson. This is why apostles say stay out of these nightclubs, man. The reason why, I'm making this lesson, just going to a particular, because I got a list of precepts I want to go into here, but this is what kind of inspired this lesson. I came across this article late last night, in the spirit, it permitting me, to go into it now, and it just had me meditating on it, because there's been a lot of incidents that's been going on, within these nightclubs, these different, clubbing, settings, and it just came to my mind, and there's just so much of the spirit of why, the spirit got on our apostles to say, just stay out of these places, man, and for all you, that may, because we know Jake hard-headed, man, you have some simpletons out there that are still, feel like, oh, I'm a man, I do what I want to do, and, behind the scenes, still try to, go and do certain things, but hey, that's to your own detriment, man, because it's definitely been a lot of judgment going on within these different places, man, within these different establishments, and it's just not a coincidence that, with all these things going on, that the spirit, got on our apostle to say this, man. So if you one of those individuals, man, it will behoove you, to take heed and really stay away from these places, because it's a lot of judgment going on out there, man. That's why I wanted to go into this lesson, because this is from the Newsbreak app, which this came off of CBS LA or CBS Los Angeles. It says nightclub fire kills at least 59 individuals, man. 59. And injures 155, man. You see? And this was just over a day ago. It says a massive fire tore through a nightclub in North Macedona's eastern town of Kokani early Sunday, killing 59 people and injuring 155, authorities said. You see? Now you see that's a high a death toll, man. That is a very high death toll, man. 59 people in one setting. You see? It says advertisement, the blaze broke out around 2:30 a.m. during a concert by a local pop group at Club Pulse. Interior Minister Panchi Toshkovsky told reporters, he said 39 of the dead had so far been identified. He said following an initial assessment, pyrotechnics likely caused the roof to catch fire. Videos showed chaos inside the club with young people running through the smoke as the musicians urged people to escape as quickly as possible. As relatives gathered outside hospitals to await news, Kokini resident Dragi Stojanov was informed that his 21-year-old son, Tomsy, had died in the fire. He was my only child. I don't need my life anymore, he said. 150 families have been devastated. Officials said the injured have been taken to hospitals around the country, including the capital Skopje, many with severe burns. The effort was being assisted by multiple volunteer organizations. Healthy Minister Arben Taravari said 118 people have been hospitalized, adding that he had received offers of assistance from neighboring countries, including Albania, Bulgaria, Greece, and Serbia. All our capabilities have been put to use in a maximum effort to save as many lives as possible of the young people involved in this tragedy, Taravari told reporters, at times looking visibly shaken. This is the worst tragedy in recent memory to befall the landlocked nation whose population is less than 2 million. And that's pretty much the point of what I want to get in that. So yeah, man, you see, it's a lot of judgment, and it's been a lot of, like I said, even here, right here in the U.S., there's been a lot of different, a incidents happening at these different nightclubs, man. Even that incident that happened with that, that dude, they're basically trying to call that a terrorist, attack. That dude that ran through that crowd with that truck, man. So, this is just all based through the spirit, man. And this is, like I said, why I titled this lesson. Um, this is why, going back to it, this is why apostles say stay out of these nightclubs, man. Because there's nothing but judgment going on, man. Because the Lord's fed up. It's a lot of wickedness going on in the earth, a lot of evil going on that, hey, the Lord is fed up with, man. And the Lord is bringing out a lot of judgment in these times. So we to be walking circumspect, and doing our best to, to just stay out the way, man. Because the Lord is definitely bringing judgment within these different establishments within the world, period, man. But definitely in these different nightclubs and settings where people like to go and get loose and get lewd and get drunk and intoxicated and on all types of different drugs. That's just not a setting that a believer in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai should be, man. We all been there, at a point in time, even in this truth, man. Jake had that. But you have to find you some hobbies, man, that's beneficial, that'll keep you out of shit, man. I know me personally, in my spare time, I like to, game a little bit and different things like that. But, that ain't it, man. Trying to hit up the night scene and go out here in the midst of these wicked ass people being in these different establishments, man, that just ain't it, Jay, you have to find something different to do on your in your balance, man. You see? Because that's definitely not it, man. And like I said, it's the spirit that the apostles put that out there. So we're going to get into some precepts. This is Romans 13 and verse 11 starting off. It says, and that knowing the time that now it is a high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believe. That's right, man. So we got to, stay the course, man. Which ultimately this is a saying, for those that come out of that spiritual dead state, to wake up. But even us, man, we can't be, rocked back to sleep, or put in a vibration, led up under this, the vibration of this world, man. You see, we got to stay on high alert, because as we know, our salvation is nearer than we believe, man. The Lord is getting closer and closer to making his return. We seeing things ramping up in the earth. We seeing all these things that's going on right now, Trump, and the Houthis, things going on over there that's cooking up right now. You got a Trump just made an announcement saying that the nuclear arsenal be used. It could be the end of the world. So prophecy is definitely speaking, man. And on the back end you got Elon Musk, and his, and with his brain chips and and AI and all these different things, which we know all these things are leading to the chip. So it's not wise, to really be caught up in the just the thrill, and the cares of this life, man. We gotta be vigilant, and stay on point, stay on our watch. And like I said, you may have certain individuals out there that may steal behind, closed doors, going out and doing certain things. But hey, like I said, man, it would, and really like the spirit said, man, it would have just behooved you, to cut that shit out, man. Before you get caught in the midst of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai's judgment, man. Because it is a lot of judgment going on. It says, verse 12, the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light, which is this truth. And these are the points I want to get. It says, let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantoness, man. Going into that just that spirit of just partying and just out here, man, just caught up, all in your flesh, just wandering around drunk, just like how you see these people, man, go to the club, get drunk, get in the bra, which we know it's a lot of adultery that goes on in these places, man. So it's really just not wise, man. When you really think about it and you really understand it, it's just not wise, man. It says, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envying, but put ye on the Lord, Yahushua Hamashiach, and make no provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof, man. You see? And that's just what it is, man. We don't want to be out here just caught up and giving over to our flesh, because that's what the flesh want to do, man. You see? The flesh want to go and party and bullshit, be in the midst, which is just not, it's just not wise, man. Because like I said, it's a lot going on out here, man. These people are bugged out, they wicked. The death tolls at an all-time high. People constantly getting shot down. These places getting shot up. You see, so it's just at the end of the day, it's just not wise, man. That's the only thing I can really pretty much say on that. And we see why. We see why, man, because you can be having fun one moment and then the next moment, judgment. You see? So this is Ephesians 5 and verse 15. It says, see then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. You see? So we got to be circumspect, man. With that word circumspect goes into what? Being aware, looking on all sides, just being vigilant, being in that, mindset of just being aware, man. You see? Verse 16, redeeming the time because the days are evil. And we know we're in some evil times, man. So why would we want to put ourselves, in places or, situations, that, could cause harm, man. Hey, the scriptures say the prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, man. But the simple passive along and are destroyed, roughly paraphrasing. So we got to be, more circumspect and more wise in our dealings and our movings and how we carry ourselves out here in this world, man, which is not wise at all to be going amongst these different nightclubs and these different establishments, man. It's just not, man, and it's like I said, it's just a spirit that got on the apostles to put that out there, man, to pretty much make that decree, because there's certain things you can do, places, me personally, every now and again, I like to, go out, the family, out to eat. And that's, really ain't, somewhere there's not even a large crowded, type of establishment, man, things like that. And even in that, you still have to be circumspect and be on point, be vigilant. But definitely, these nightclubs, man, that's just not wise, man, because there's too much judgment going on out here. If you're really paying attention to what's going on, these things have been happening, man. It's a lot of judgment that's been happening, man, in these different places. Pretty much really after since the apostles put that out there, man. You've been seeing a lot of judgment take places, man, in these different nightclubs. So you just got to stay away. So it says, verse 17, wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. We know what the will of the Lord is, man. The Lord is ultimately going to judge the shit out of Babylon, man, with a great judgment, a great overthrow. You see, and we're trying to be hid from that, man. We're trying to be, stay up under that umbrella, that hedge of protection of Yahweh Shem Yahweh to the best of our ability. So therefore saying, we don't want to put ourselves, in the line of fire, man, in the danger. You see, because it's a lot of danger out there in that type of world, man, that life. How, especially amongst Jake, 2/3 wicked Jakes that like to just go out, and get into shit. They whole sole purpose of even going out. And we know that because we come from it, man. Come from that world. Jake just want to go out and go and, a mug in the club and shoot the club up and get into fights and all this shit, man. It's wicked, and it's just not wise to be a part of, man. You see? So, also what I have, yep, this is Ecclesiastes 7 and verse 4. It says, the heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. You see? So a lot of these people that's out here that's in that spirit, man, they're foolish, man. You see, cause they don't understand or know, what's going on or what's about to happen. See, we do, man. And we mourning because we really understand that we in the condition which we're in. You see, we here in captivity. We under the you see the yoke of our enemies, man. You see, being heavenly oppressed. You see, and we mourning for you. How about Shem Yahweh to deliver us, man? That's the spirit we in. But you got 2/3 of our people, and the rest of the people in this world, man. They in the house of mirth. They care about fun and can't wait till the weekend to go out and put on they, skimpy clothes and different things like that, man. And just go out and just be foolish, man. You see, that ain't us, man. We the Lord ain't call us into the truth to be in that type of mindset, man. You see, we're supposed to be changed. We're supposed to be new creatures. And Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. Now, that's not saying that, and the truth is not balanced and things that you can do, but you have to find a balance to where you ain't around that type of bullshit, man. You see? Because that ain't nothing but a death at the end of the day, man, in these different places. It says, verse 5, it is better to hear the rebuke of the wise than for a man to hear the song of fools, you see? And that's why we take heed to the spirit, man. That's why we take heed to the counsel, because we can't forget, hey, who is ultimately speaking through man. It's the Lord. You see? So the Lord is ultimately the one that's instructing, a man through different brothers, the apostles, the elders, bishops, and so far and so on, you see, on what he want us to be doing, in these latter times. And the Lord said, hey, speaking through the apostles, through the spirit, hey, this ain't what he want us to be doing, man. Being in these different places, man. You see, caught up in that spirit, man. So now let's get Ezekiel 21. We're gonna read verse 9 and verse 10. It says, Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, say, a sword is sharpened and also furbished, because you can't forget, a Esau is still behind the scenes, a cooking up his agenda, because we know a Esau is the sword on the left hand side, that the Lord is using. You see, he's about to use to bring judgment in the earth, upon 2/3 of our people, the mass majority of people in the earth. The Lord's about to use this devil. You see, to show forth his horns, so that the Lord will can be filled, man. Because we know that Esau's gonna come down with that great wrath, man. And even being in these places, man, like I said, you don't want to get caught up in the wrong, place at the wrong time, or worst case scenario to where something can happen to where you can find yourself bringing fault against the ministry, man. Because that's all Esau looking for. Esau looking for, ammunition and different things to be able to, come against the man of the Lord. That's why we got to be walking honestly and walking blameless, man. Not being in the midst of this, bullshit that's going on out here that these people are partaking in, man. You see? Because we want to be covered, when the persecution, demonization, and false accusations be thrown out against us. We don't want things to stick. We don't want to be counted as, having blame, we want to be here from that, man, because we know that hey, this devil is still gonna roll, man. This devil gonna come down with that great wrath. You see, it says it is sharpened to verse 10, it is sharpened to make a sore slaughter, it is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? You see? So should we be in that spirit of mirth, man? Seeing that, that sword, which is Esau, is being sharpened, his agenda and these different things he's about to come down with. We in some serious times, man. Evil times, man. We supposed to be locked in. You see? Being more sober-minded, man. Being in a serious state of mind, man. Not just thinking about fun, partying, and bullshitting all the time like this world, man. Which, like I said, it's a balance. I'm gonna keep saying it is a balance. You see? But our main priority is being occupied in these prophecies, man, and watching and hastening the coming of our Lord, man. Staying on point, staying focused, you see? Not being all engulfed in our flesh to the point to where you end up finding yourself looking back, man. You see? Wanting to be a part of this world, man. It says, it contempleth the rod of my son as every tree, and he have given it to be furbished that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened, it is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayer, which that's speaking Esau, man. You see? And this devil about to come down, man. And we anticipating because we seeing all the different things that's going on. We seeing all the weird activity that's going on in these other camps. You see? We seeing all this agent behavior. You got people popping up out of nowhere, talking, making, saying all different things against the men of the Lord, the Hebrew Israelites, wine, the Hebrew Israelite, all these, just a lot of weird things going on, man. So we seeing a lot, to where we should be just being in a more locked in, focused mindset, man, and not just, caught up in mirth, man. That folly spirit, you know. This is also, let's grab this. Hebrews 13 and verse 17. It says, obey them that have the rule over you, and submit yourselves, for they watch for your souls, man. You see, and that's what our apostles and elders do, man. These different things that go out, the creeds, and certain things, we got to take these things in, because ultimately, they're over us in the spirit. They're our spiritual fathers, and they put out these different things to what? Watch over our souls, man. You see, to keep men from falling, to keep men from stumbling, to keep men, out of the line of fire. And you got to take heed, man, because if you looking at it in a carnal way, as if, I'm a grown man, I can do whatever I want to do. Anybody can't tell me I can't go out. Then you find yourself going out, not taking heed to the spirit, not taking heed to wise counsel, and now you in the midst of some bullshit, man, or getting into a fight, or getting into something, getting locked up, or judgment, man. You see, we got to be wise, man. We got to be more mindful, and taking consideration, the different things that come out, man, from our apostles, from elders, from bishops, and men on down. You see, that the Lord is working with in the spirit. I'm going to read that again. Hebrews 13 and 17. Obey them that have the rule over you, and submit yourselves, for they watch for your souls, as they that must give an account, that they may do it with joy and not with grief, for that is unprofitable for you. You see? So that's ultimately the apostles, being a spiritual men that they are, a watching over our souls, man. You see? And you got to look at it like that. You got to consider it in that way, man, and being spiritual and not carnal about it, man. Because certain men, get offended at things like this, man. Feel like can't nobody tell them they grown, they can go and do whatever. You see? Until the Lord bring judgment. Then you're going to be wishing and meditating on the fact that you should have considered. You see? But it shouldn't have to get to that point if you just take heed and follow the spirit, man. You see? Because that is the spirit that came out, So also, let's get this. Sirach 8 and verse 8. It says, despise not the discourse of the wise, but acquaint thyself with their proverbs. For of them thou shalt learn instruction, and how to serve great men with ease. See, so we're not supposed to despise the discourse, of the wise, man. And our apostles and elders, they're very wise man. Because the Lord dealing with them in the spirit. You see, they got experience, and understanding when it comes to certain different things, man, that they can, instruct men on. Now, I also got that word discourse right here in the Edom Online. It says, hold discourse, communicate thoughts or ideas. It says, especially in a formal manner. You see? So we can't, as the scriptures say, despise not the discourse, man. The different things that come out in the spirit, that are spoken about, through our different apostles, elders, and men on down. You see? Because ultimately, like we read in Hebrews, the 13th chapter, man, it's to watch over our souls, man. To make sure that brothers stand, a clear, of judgment, man. Staying clear of, falling, or bullshit, man. Another definition I also want to get to proverb. It says, and acquaint thyself with thy proverbs. When you go into that word proverb, it goes into a common saying, words put forward. Hence, in the scriptural sense, an enigmatical utterance, mysterious or oracle saying that requires interpretation, in reference to native saying, short, pitty sentences, expressing a well-known truth or common fact, ascertained by experience. You see? as ascertained by experience or observation. You see, and we're observed and through the apostles and elders observation, and experience and seeing the thing that's going on out here. You see, the spirit prohibited them to put that forth, man, and the saying, stay away from these places, man. You see, because when you look at it and you observe what's going on right now in the world and the different judgment that's going on in these different places, you understand, like, oh yeah, that's just the spirit, man. Because you don't want to get caught out there, man. You see? So that's pretty much the point on that. So going back in verse 9, it says, miss not the discourse of the elders, for they also learn of their fathers, and of them thou shalt learn understanding. You see? And guess what? We're understanding that that's not wise to do that. You see? Taking heed to our spiritual fathers, man. You see? And to give answers as need require. So that was it. All I want to get on that. So I'm going to get one more. This is that I had. Proverbs. Let's get that. Proverbs. It's a lot. Proverbs 12 and verse 15. It says the way of fools is right in his own eyes, but he that hearkeneth unto counsel is wise. You see? We're going to read that again. The way of a fool is right in his own eyes. You see? A person thinking that, oh, yeah, I ain't got to listen to that. That don't apply to me. I'm going to be all right. The Lord with me, and going out here and doing something foolish or not taking heed to counsel, then the Lord show you, man. You see? The way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but he that hearkeneth unto counsel is wise, man. And we got to hearken unto the spirit, man. We got to hearken into the wise counsel that comes out, starting from our apostles and elders on down, man. You see? That are men that are set over us, that watch over our souls, man. You see? To instruct us, man. Because ultimately it's the Lord, working through men. We know that, man. The scripture says, not ye that speaketh, but my Father will speak of in you, man. We know who ultimately is working through the men that are over us, man. You see? This is what the Lord wants, you see? And we can't never forget that, So, hey, with that being said, man, I'm going to leave it off right there. This is just, pretty straight to the point. Just wanted to make that, like I said, it was just on my spirit, something I wanted to get out there. I pray and hope that this was edifying to the sincere believers, the hopeful elect, the Akim, the Akwaf that may be watching and listening. Until the next time, I want to close out giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who I learned this truth from, who teach and rule well, teaching 100% truth. Peace, love, blessing, salutation to the sincere Akim and Outwaf that are listening in on this truth, pushing in this truth, trying to make their calling of election sure. And shalom to the brothers that's pushing in truth throughout the four winds of the earth. And shalom to the hopeful elect. May the calling of election be upon our homes. So the next time I want to say, Kwam Yasharallah, keep the faith. Shalom.